What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was I thought Lil Bird was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped here and everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. If you have my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue Josh or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
That thing always get me so fast. It's like soon as I press the button, I'm all of a sudden hearing Jesus God, Superstar. Oh God. I need a longer intro. Don't y'all think I need a longer intro? Lord, just don't be ready. All right. All right. Let's do this. Oh boy. Ooh. Oh. All right. Let's do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we are. What's going on, people? What is going on? Hey, my people. How are y'all? Yes. For those who weren't here yesterday, I am back like I never left. And we're back with a Run Your Mouth today. This almost turned into a politics of it all because there's so much going on in politics right now. It's just so much news going on in politics right now. But I said I'm going to give you a Run Your Mouth. We'll do a politics later. Anyway, let me say hey to y'all as y'all come in. Hey, Tracy W. Tracy says she is early because she ain't got time for essays. Lovely 31 Blueprint. Hey, my love. Volvo, what's good, Cookie? Morgan, Janae. I feel like I ain't see you yesterday, Janae. Where were you at? Skipping class, Diamond Pearl Gym. What's good? Lil Baby, Montrez, MVN, Tanya. Hey, boo. I don't know how me and Lil Baby missed each other. I was supposed to see Lil Baby Labor Day weekend, but then I had so much traveling and funerals and just a bunch of stuff going on. Our schedules did not align, but we got October, so I'll see Lil Baby for homecoming, so I'm not worried about that. Get ready with those holidays. Child, you still at work? All right, you can watch from the bushes. No problem. So, I've relegated myself now to just drinking directly from the bottle. I went and got it out of the refrigerator, and I'm just drinking from the bottle. We're just gonna drink from the bottle. Whatever. Oh, you ain't going this year, little baby? Sure. Child. Well, we'll see. We'll make it happen. Um. Oh. All right. So what's going on, people? Let me open up and unpack the dossier. We got quite a few things here to open up and unpack out of the said dossier so that we can bring to you all the things that you need. Okay. Listen, I'm being quiet. I don't want the people blaming me. Listen, and that was all your fault yesterday. Tony concert is the weekend before. Oh, where is that Tony concert? Where is that at? Is that the one in Atlanta? I thought I saw they were coming to Atlanta. I can't have 2 weekends off in a row. I can, and I choose. I ain't mad at you. Let me go check. Let me Google Tony. Tony. Oh, they are coming to Atlanta, and they will be in. Oh, they are in Atlanta the weekend before homecoming. Oh, ooh, but I think I gotta be out of town that weekend. I gotta check my schedule. My schedule is so packed this fall, dear God. Hey, Tracy C, you going to the one in Jacksonville? The Atlanta one? Okay. Is Yeah, the Atlanta one is on Sunday the 22nd. I see that. Um, okay. That might be the move. Oh, that might be the move. I'm here for it. Cha. But hey everybody, listen, it's a lot going on. Let's get through this and get up out. Cause I just want to lay down. That's all I want to do. I just want to lay down. We got a lot of sugar spike moments. Let's get our sugar spike segment out the way first. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your sugar spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major sugar spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. I do have a ball on the 13th. The 13th is of October. That's that Friday, though. Isn't the 13th a Friday, Tanya? We'll figure. Oh, wait, of October? Oh, mm, mm, mm. I got to get my schedule in order. This schedule is so, listen. Oh, Tanya, the 13th of October is a Friday. I think, is that the Dallas weekend? I can't keep up. I got too much going on. I need a big wall mount calendar so I can get my schedule together. I gotta figure this out. Anyway, let's start right in the deep end with it's a lot of sports news today. So we're gonna start right in the deep end with our uh sugar spikes coming from the National Football League. So Bills owner Terry Pagula said black players should go back to Africa if they don't like it here. I just, what do y'all want from me? I can't make this stuff. Let me read this to you. Former NFL senior reporter Jim Trotter has filed a lawsuit against the NFL claiming wrongful termination. The court documents reveal some explosive accusations made by Trotter against several team owners, including Terry Pagula of the Bills and Jerry Jones of the Cowboys. Trotter alleges Pagula made a racist statement suggesting that black players who didn't like America should go back to Africa. On the other hand, Trotter claims that Jones suggested that black people who want more positions of power in the NFL should buy their own team. While the latter comment is not as egregious as the former, it still highlights the owner's position and attitudes toward black players and people in general. Jim Trotter, and we talked about the Jim Trotter firing a couple months ago. We did cover that firing a couple months ago when Jim Trotter got fired from the NFL Network, and all he did was question Roger Goodell. Let me keep reading. Jim Trotter, a former employee at the NFL Network, was terminated from his position after he repeatedly raised concerns about the lack of diversity in the NFL and within the NFL Network to Roger Goodell. Trotter's questions about the diversity issues appeared to make Goodell uncomfortable, and despite his efforts to address the matter, he was soon let go from his job. In a recent statement, Trotter clarified that the lawsuit he filed against the NFL Network and Goodell is not about seeking financial compensation, but rather to highlight the ongoing issues with diversity in the NFL. The lawsuit aims to bring attention to the lack of opportunities for people of color in leadership roles in the league and the inadequate representation of minorities in the National Football League Network's programming. Now, you know, this is all the while Brian Flores, former coach with the Miami Dolphins, currently with the Pittsburgh Steelers, has a ongoing lawsuit against Roger Goodell and the NFL for the lack of diversity within their hiring processes and interviewing processes down there to the NFL. It's a whole shit show down there to the NFL. I believe every word of what Jim Trotter said. Every word. These people are racist as hell. Racist as hell. Hey, Harold, they always find time in their day to be racist. Always find time. I'm drinking two things at one time. Got the Callaway with some Crystal Light in there. And get your life in order, L. Teddy. Get your life in order. Listen, there's always room for racism and bigotry. Hey, Yana. Listen, y'all. Late bell is at 5:40. 5:40 is the late bell. Essay today is 1,000 words. I'm gradually going up. We were at 50 yesterday. Today we're at 1,000. What do you want from me? So the Bills owner is the same owner surrounding this. No, I'm sorry. That wasn't the Bills owner. That was the Giants owner. That was the owner of the New York Giants, where Brian Flores has his whole suit against him because Bill Belichick texted Brian Flores that he had the job, but really meant to text Brian Dable and had to come back and tell Brian Flores, oh, I meant to tell that to Brian Dable. And Brian Flores was like, what are you talking about? My interview isn't until tomorrow. But they had already given the job to Brian Dable even before Brian Flores even got a chance to interview. Just a mess. Just a goddamn mess. But I believe every word of an NFL owner. Notice they're still called the owners. It's a whole plantation down there saying that if you don't like it here, go your ass back to Africa. They never tell their fellow white people that if they have such a problem with the diversity here in America, while they go their ass back over to Europe or to their own countries that they came from over in Europe. Because if y'all got this much problems with our black asses being here and with people of different races and cultures, if this is truly a fucking melting pot, why you don't ever suggest that y'all take y'all white asses back over to Europe or whatever country, Poland, Russia, Uzbekistan, wherever the hell else you came from, France, Italy, wherever the fuck, England, wherever, Switzerland, Netherlands, all of those other white ass countries, take y'all asses back over there. Why don't y'all ever make that suggestion? But y'all always telling our asses to go back to Africa. How about you go your ass back? Take your stinking ass back. How about that? Norway, Finland, Switzerland. Hey, Danny, always suggesting we go back to Africa. If you take your ass back to your country of origin, maybe it'll be more white. Maybe you could be just as bigoted and as, racist as you want there and leave us the fuck alone here. Just a mess. Just a mess. Anyway, so that I told you we had sports news. So in other sugar spiky news, let me see. Let's get this story out of the way. God of mercy. So let's travel down to the great state of Texas, governed by Governor Hot Wheels, Greg Abbott. Not the Greg Abbott that's saying, you're in my mind, girl, I want to shake it down. I can give you all the loving you need. Not that Greg Abbott. That was Gregory Abbott. Even though their names are the same, one is in a wheelchair, one can sing. Two different people. One is white, one is black. Two different people. Anyway, shout out to Greg Abbott. The singer, Gregory Abbott, I should say. So let's travel down to the great state of Texas. Let me read this for you because we knew that the great state of Texas is the first cog in the holy trinity of racism, bigotry, and discrimination. He was V. Carter. I did not know that. I didn't even say hey to you. Hey, V. Carter. I didn't know he was a teacher. That's interesting. Child. Come on, little baby. I can't stop thinking of the things you do. The way you hold me, baby, when I'm holding you. I shake and I shiver when I know you're near. Then you whisper in my ear. Don't get me started. That is a whole bop. Any, many, mighty mo. Come on, girl, and show. That was a whole bop. Roses are red and violets are blue. That was a whole bop. The young kids don't know about that song. That's a little too old school for them. Anyway, let me read this story. A Black Texas high school student has been suspended for more than a week because of his lock hairstyle, which they say violated the district's dress code, his mother said. It could it could become a test of a new state law that bans discrimination based on hairstyles. Daryl George, a junior at Barbers Hill High School in Mont Bellevue, received multiple disciplinary action notes and was placed on in-school suspension for wearing his locks hairstyle in a ponytail. His mother, Dorisha George, told CNN. She said Daryl was suspended the same week the state's Crown Act, a law prohibiting discrimination based on one's hair texture or protective hairstyle, such as locks and braids, went into effect. Hey, Jay Wash, I ain't seen you in a minute. Well, I ain't been here in a minute, but it's good to see you. The 17-year-old's mother said he is frustrated by the situation. The school and Barbers Hill Independent School District did not respond to CNN's request for comment. A district spokesperson told CNN affiliate KTRK that the hair length rule doesn't conflict with the Crown Act. Quote, he's very anxious, very aggravated right now because he keeps getting punished for something that's irrelevant to his education, end quote. And that's what the mama had to say. School officials told George his lock hairstyle violated the Barbers Hill Independent School District dress and grooming code, which states, quote, male students' hair will not extend at any time below the eyebrows or below the earlobes, end quote. The policy goes on to state, quote, male students' hair must not extend below the top of a t-shirt collar or be gathered or worn in a style that would allow the hair to extend below the top of a t-shirt collar, below the eyebrows, or below the earlobes when let down. End quote. George was reprimanded by a school official for his locks and for wearing frayed jeans, which are also prohibited. His mother said the school told the 17-year-old he could change his clothes, but he would also have to cut his hair. When the teen did not cut his hair, he was put on indoor suspension. That's what be killing me. Y'all be wanting these kids to right there in the middle of a goddamn school, in the middle of your office, take out some scissors and just start to get the cutting right then and there. Like, Black people are real sensitive about our hair. Now I'm gonna get to the political side about this in a second, but we're real sensitive about our hair. We don't let anybody even play in our hair. Baby, Black people don't play. Hair is a whole thing with our culture, going all the way back to the motherland. Everybody don't play in our hair. Everybody don't play in our hair. We don't like you playing in our hair. Don't touch our hair. Don't look at our hair. It is a part of who we are. It is an extension of our body. You telling me just whip out some damn scissors and just get the cutting because you don't like my hair length? Kiss my ass. On September 8th, George received an additional 5 days of punishment because he had, quote, hair below his eyebrows when let down. End quote, his mother says. He now faces being placed on in a disciplinary alternative education program, also known as alternative school, if he doesn't cut his hair by the end of this week. Hey Jason, what's going on? When where am I at? When George told school officials she believed their policies were in violation of the Crown Act, she said officials told her the law does not apply to limitations on hair length. Quote, I want to see their policy change and stop being discriminatory against black kids. I want to see my son out of in-school suspension. I don't want any other child that's coming behind my son to go through this again. End quote, she said. She said her son will not cut his locks and the family will continue to fight the school's policy. Allie Booker, an attorney representing the family, told CNN she believes the rule around the male hairstyle singles out black students. That ain't what it's about, but we're going to get there in just a second. Locks, a hairstyle in which hair strands are coiled, braided, twisted, and palm rolled to create a rope-like appearance, is a style that originated in Africa and has become a part of black culture. Critics have said forcing children of color to cut their locks or discouraging them to wear their hair in a protective style like braids or lock is like taking away a sense of their cultural identity. Let me stop right here. Here's the deal. Here's where we're missing it. People are missing it. See, this is why I keep telling y'all. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper, this is why I keep telling you all. When you don't fight for one minority, you ain't fighting for yourself. This has nothing to do, like the district said, this ain't about. See, the Crown Act, black people fought for the Crown Act because the Crown Act was about discrimination against natural hair. And, you know, black people wearing their natural hair and afros and stuff like that. However, if you notice, the law is for male students. This law ain't about black people. This law is about trans students. That is why they said, if you're a male, you cannot have your hair that's below your eyebrows because it look like a bang, or longer than your earlobes because now it could be deemed as a feminine hairstyle or haircut. And this had nothing to do with black people. It had everything to do with trans kids. And black people ended up getting caught in the crossfire. And this goes back to my point. It's a lot of black people that got a whole lot of smoke for the trans community and a whole lot of smoke for the trans kids, meaning they are here for all of the laws that they pass. All of these trans laws, they're here for it. All of these discriminatory laws against the trans kids, they're here for it. Now, when those laws have to be, you know, issued out and governed equally for everybody, now there's a problem. Which is why all minorities should always fight for each other. Live and let live. Let the people live. I don't even see how people are dressing or looking as any goddamn thing to do with receiving an education. Baby, the only thing that matters is when that child sits his ass down in class, is he receiving instruction? End of story. What he does on his own, his or her or their own time, is their own matter. Just like when I bring my black ass to work. When my black ass come to work, whatever I do in office, I'm going to be professional. When I leave my ass there, it's of no consequence to you what I got going on. As long as I'm not breaking the law or infringing on anyone else's right, let me do what the hell I got to do. But what happens here is this. So black people are getting caught in this crossfire because Texas has an all-on assault against LGBTQ plus youth. And if they allow for this student to have hair length that is long, now they have to allow all male students to have hair length that is long, which could include a student that might be trans. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now you see everybody that got their ass caught up in the crossfire. Don't be mad now. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. Because some of them same people that was mad at Target and mad at all of the trans community, now now you looking crazy because now we have this kind of a problem. Like I said, when they come for one, they're coming for all. You got to fit into the box. Actually, we turned the box into a pentagon: white, male, Christian, heterosexual, and rich. You got to fit into the pentagon. Guess that's why we have the stars, the 50 stars, right? 5-pointed stars. Got to have fit all 5 points. A mess. A mess. A goddamn mess. I ain't got time to labor long on that, but that's the situation. While we're having a sugar spike moment, let's go ahead and get this troglodyte out of the way. Erica Mena and her stinking ass is in the news. Yeah, the bitch is. You heard me. I call her all those names. She's everything you think she is. The bitch does not belong to be on television or part of any entertainment brand, but they keep rewarding this bitch. They keep rewarding this bitch. So we know she had the whole meltdown on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, where she was, doing her antics to collect her pop secret popcorn coupons from Mona Scott and the people down to the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And she called Spice a blue monkey and started making monkey sounds and monkey gestures as she was getting into her car. And let me stop here. No, let me read the article and then we can talk about it. So now she's apologizing because she's losing every job she got down here. Everybody firing her magically. Like she magically became this horrible person. The bitch has been a horrible ass person since she graced our television screens the first time. She ain't shit. She ain't never been shit. She will never be shit. She with ain't shit ass motherfuckers around here. The bitch ain't shit. Let me read this. Erica Mena says she's sorry for calling her reality show co-star a monkey, but she insists there was no racism behind the insult. The ex-Love and Hip Hop star, who was booted from the show for hurling the word, tells TMZ, quote, I deeply regret my insensitive comment and want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I am committed to listening to the voices of those affected and will work toward making amends as a woman of color. Because you're going to throw that shit in there. Now you want to be wrapped up here with us as a woman of color and the mother of two black children. I want to make it clear that my use of that word was not in any way racially driven. That said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. End quote. Why do you even have a platform is my question. Fuck you. Fuck all the people who gave you a goddamn platform. That is the problem right there. You having the ability to say that you want to use your platform, a platform, ma'am, you should not have. Why do you have this platform? A mess. Just a damn mess. Remember, she was arrested just the other couple weeks ago when she was fighting and attacking the police. She bit the police officer and everything. You calling people monkeys and animals, but you biting people and shit. You always behaving like a rabid ass dog. Oh, what do we call a female dog? A bitch. So the word is appropriate for you, ma'am, because you behave like a dog, like a rabid dog. Which is why Addie, Bambi ain't never been shit. Which makes sense that she hangs around an ain't shit ass motherfucker like you, Erica Mena. Which is why Zale Swag ain't shit. Which makes sense that he hangs around an ain't shit ass motherfucker like you. And you and your little useless apologies. I'm the mother of two black children. Really? As a woman of color, really? Because if you felt that strongly, if you were all about this like you claim to be, those that way of coming at Spice would have never exited your mouth. If you were just that sensitive to the plight of your two black children, and if you were so concerned as a woman of color, that would have never exited your mouth. Because you fuck bitch ass Jess Hilarious and all of the other raggedy ass whores who are trying to explain away what the fuck she did as not being fucking racist. Y'all are the goddamn problem. This is not a new phenomenon where I've never heard anybody use the term monkey to describe black people. I didn't even know that's a racial slur. That's a racial epithet. Black people being called a monkey, fuck you. Because how many times when a white person calls a black person a monkey, we ready to burn the building down. We ready to go down this road because it is what it is. But because she's a woman of color, because she's Latina and a woman of color and has black in her, not in her DNA and her genes, but just in her body, in every orifice of her body. So since she has black in her, meaning black peen in every orifice of her body, I guess that gives her a close enough closeness to blackness where she feels empowered in order to use those type of racial slurs. Because if you tell me that you were not intentional and deliberate by using that term to make her feel bad, you are fucking delusional. So fuck you, fuck all the other people that's out here trying to say she wasn't being racist. Yes, the fuck she was. Hey, Xavier Boo. Hall monitors, please monitor the doors. There is a 1,000 word essay for all students. Any hall late bell was at 5:40. Any hall monitor that's a late hall monitors, they have a 5,000 word essay. Late hall monitors today have 5,000 word essays. Hey, Xavier Boo. Let's be clear. She said it. She meant it. And she meant every part of it. She ain't shit. She ain't shit. Let's be clear. She's now coming out and said, I've always identified as Afro Latina, really. Even if I take that argument, ma'am, it's even worse. Because that fits into the whole colorist narrative that you all have against beautiful black women like Spice. Like, say what you want to say about Spice. She has her antics, but the woman is not ugly, has beautiful black skin, and you did that purposely to be bigoted and racist. You ain't shit. Just like I heard on the Breakfast Club, Jess Hilarious trying to explain away and said that, oh, she's not racist, but Jess Hilarious, you was over here dog walking trans women talking about, oh, we need to protect womanhood and protect black women and womanhood. Where's your protection for Spice? You see what I'm saying? You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Erica Mena ain't shit. Bambi ain't shit. Zell Swag ain't shit. Anybody that associates with it. This is not new for Erica Mena. Since we met this bitch, she has been the same way. She is problematic. She says incendiary things all of the times. She does not give a shit. And she's rewarded over and over and over for this. Over and over and over, she's rewarded for this. She continues to have a platform. A mess. A mess. And you purposely see, she's trying to she's gaslighting us, okay? She's gaslighting us. If you were just this, oh, how, the reason she had to mention the fact that she's a woman of color and has black students is to try to validate, to try to establish some amount of ethos so that we feel like she's validated in her statement that she wasn't being racist because she's a member of the black community. She's a woman of color. I have black kids. Black people don't have to explain their blackness. If you're black, you don't have to explain that to anybody. It's very apparent. Because even if you're real light skinned, from the time someone meets you, you make sure they know, yeah, I'm black. Sure am. No questions about it. It's not when you get in trouble and you have your antics that now you need to take on this cloak of blackness. She's a mess. Of course she was far away, Xavier, because she knew she would have got her ass dog walked. She would have got her ass dog walked. I don't even know who is Jess Hilarious's boyfriend. Jason, I don't even know who her boyfriend is. Jess Hilarious gets on my nerves. She's problematic as well. But that's a whole ass mess. Okay, I ain't got that. We got a whole dossier. We only got about 40 minutes left. I got a whole dossier of stuff to do. I could really sit. You better be glad I got a whole dossier of shit to go over today, Erica, because I could literally spend the next 15 to 20 minutes dog walking you. I literally could sit here right now and dish rag you right now, Erica, man. I got a whole 45 minutes of reads that I can give you, Erica Mena. I got at least 45 minutes of unabridged, unbridled reads that I have for you, Erica Mena. But I ain't gonna do that. We got a whole dossier full of stuff to go through, but I really could. You got a lot of fucking nerve. I told you, you having a black dick in every orifice on your body does not give you an extra closeness to blackness that allows you to have these types of statements. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Not doing this. Oh, Jess Hilarious have a lot of boyfriends. She could be an Aquarius. Ooh, child. But here's my thing, and I'm gonna let it go with this. If you just really want to drag somebody, good reads don't have to go down there. There's no need. If you just want to read Spice, there's a whole lot of things you could read her about and read her for without having to go down that road to being racist. That just means you don't have good reads. And so now you got to go for the lowest hanging fruit, racism. Girl. In other sports news, do I have any? Let me check and make sure I ain't got no more. I do have a couple other sugar spiky stories. Child, I told you it's a lot of spiky stories today. So, girl, you know what? It's the whole show is spiky. Let's just get it out of the way now. Um, let's get this one out of the way. In other sports news, a Houston Rockets player, Kevin Porter Jr., is has been arrested and is now accused. I saw the story yesterday, but there's an update. He's accused of breaking his girlfriend's neck. Now his girlfriend is cursing I'm sorry, Kizri Gondrezik's Kizri Gondrezik. That's her name. Don't make me say that. We're just gonna call her KG, okay? God, that's his girlfriend. He put hands on her. Now he was arrested for domestic abuse yesterday. Now they're saying he broke this woman's neck. She is a WNBA player, and they're saying he broke this woman's neck. Let me read this real fast. In a shocking turn of events, Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter found himself in the center of a criminal investigation as he faces felony assault and strangulation charges following an alleged attack on his girlfriend in a New York City hotel room. The incident, which took place at the Millennium Hilton near the United Nations in Manhattan, left the woman, former WNBA player Kizri Gondrezic, with a fractured neck vertebrae and a deep cut above her right eye, according to prosecutors. Let me say that again. A fractured neck vertebrae and a deep cut above her right eye. During his arraignment today, prosecutors painted a grim picture of the incident, revealing that the assault only ended when Gondrezic managed to escape into the hallway covered in blood. Kevin Porter, who's 23, did not enter a plea during the brief court appearance. The NBA star has been in police custody since his arrest at 6:45 a.m. yesterday, and now faces the requirement to post $75,000 in cash or obtain a $100,000 bond for his release. Furthermore, he has been ordered to stay away from Gondrezic as the legal proceedings unfold. Listen, now according to the reports, she got mad because I wonder if they hold on. Let me play this because you may be able to hear it in the because I have a little video of the court proceedings. Hold on, let me see if y'all hear this.
NBA player Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested at a Manhattan hotel for domestic assault, allegedly. Police say the Houston Rockets guard assaulted his girlfriend at the Millennium Hotel overnight. News 4's Mark Santia live on the east side with what we know about this alleged attack. Mark.
And Natalie, police were called to the hotel this morning around 6:40 for a dispute. Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. walked out of the 17th precinct in a waiting police car. Porter Jr. is facing assault and strangulation charges for an alleged attack inside the Millennium Hotel. Multiple law enforcement sources with knowledge of the case say Porter Jr. returned to the hotel this morning his girlfriend was asleep inside their hotel room. Law enforcement sources say Porter Jr. entered the room. Minutes later, those same sources say his girlfriend was running through the hotel hallway, screaming for help. Police arrested Porter Jr. His girlfriend was taken to the hospital with multiple injuries, including bruises on her face. Porter Jr. said nothing as he left the 17th precinct late this afternoon. The Houston Rockets released this statement a short time ago saying, quote, "We are in the process of gathering information surrounding the matter involving Kevin Porter Jr. We have no further comment at this time." An NBA spokesman said, quote, "We are aware of the reports regarding Kevin Porter Jr. The league office is in contact with the Houston Rockets and in the process of gathering more information." Porter Jr. was taken by police downtown in Manhattan Criminal Court, where he's expected to face a judge this evening. We're live on the East Side. I'm Mark Santia, Police for New York.
Now, listen, here's what the people are saying. The people are saying that the girlfriend got mad because he had been out all night and she wondering where the fuck you at. You done been out all goddamn night. I've been trying to call you, text message, smoke signal, carrier pigeon. Your stinking ass ain't answering. You out probably with every groupie skank across, the eastern seaboard flocking after you. And you around here fucking off. So she locked the door. Locked it. Oh, you think you finna get up in here? Girl, let me put this good latch on this good door. So Kevin Porter went downstairs to the hotel management and said, "Listen, I don't know what's going on in my room. I can't get in. Here's my ID. My name is on the room. Go open this door." So the hotel staff goes up to open up the door. The woman is in there asleep. As soon as the door closes and the hotel staff gets far enough away, he goes off. Because he's mad that she done locked the door on him. So he goes off and tries to choke her out. Now, my question is, what did he do that caused the laceration underneath above the woman's eye? Did he try to punch her in the eye or something like that? Like she had blood all over her. You done choked the lady out. The lady got laceration to the point where she bleeding all over the place. Now she done managed to break away. She running through the hallway and through the lobby and through the hallway of the hotel like goddamn Tina Turner running from Ike at the goddamn hotel. Shit. What the fuck you got going on? Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. At the moment that you got to be putting your hands on people like that, baby, you get what you get. We have no understanding. None. Lock his ass up. I'm just saying, what do y'all want from me? The man broke the woman's neck. She has a fractured vertebrae in her neck. He literally broke this woman's neck. That's how hard he choked that woman. He choked the woman to the point where he broke her goddamn neck. Why does he have a bond? Why you give at this point? Why do you have a bond? And the NFL, not NFL, NBA, and fucking Houston Rockets, what the fuck are y'all doing? Hey, Symmetry, because there should be no, oh, we're waiting to see what happens and investigating. The woman has lacerations on her eye to the point where she's bleeding out and has a broken neck. He broke her neck trying to choke her. If that's not, I don't know why that's not even considered attempted murder. Because if you can strangle somebody to the point where they have a fractured neck vertebrae, meaning you break their goddamn neck, your ass tried to choke them out. This is attempted murder. Leave his ass locked up in jail where Bubba and his boys can choke him out. In other news of people doing shit that they should not do, I guess this is good news. So the Furious Five, as they're called, the 5 fuck bitches that decided it was okay to kill an unarmed black man. Yes, those 5 from Memphis that killed Tyree Nichols. Well, in good news, Now they are facing federal charges. They let me read this real fast. The five former Memphis police officers were charged today with federal civil rights violations in the beating death of Tyree Nichols as they continue to fight second degree murder charges in the state counts arising from the killings. Baby, y'all gonna stay in there forever. Stay in that shit forever. Don't look. Don't make no plans with the family. Don't look to be getting out. Baby, this is all a formality. You got state charges, you got federal charges. Baby, y'all was over there laughing on the video and all of this stuff. You ain't getting out of jail. Get used to it. Baby, find you a good boyfriend or find you a little femme queen. Maybe you somebody else's femme queen or, or girlfriend in jail. I don't know. Make you a whole happy life in this fucker, but please be clear. Your ass is not getting out of jail no time soon. I mean, there's always good news and the bright side and the silver lining. You could end up in Fulton County Jail where bitches turn up dead every other week. I think they're up to like 10 or 11 people that have been found fucking dead in Fulton County. Just to be glad you're not there. Because you are looking for no sympathy from us. We over here in the black community, the black delegation, we have nothing for you. Rot in jail. Leave us the fuck alone. We do not care. Rot your ass in jail. We have nothing for you. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know what you want from us. What are you looking for? You have state charges, and now you have federal civil rights violations. The feds don't even put indictments out there unless they know they can win. Baby, y'all might as well go ahead and let this go. Go ahead and cancel Christmas. Make your peace. Find you a little boo thing that's going to blow your back out and protect you while you're in prison. I don't know what you want from me. That's good news. Let me get these people out the way. Since we talk about people that ain't shit. We done talked about Erica Mena, who ain't shit. We done talked about Kevin Porter Jr., who ain't shit. We done talked about these 5 fuck bitches that killed Tyree Nichols. That ain't shit. And we spiking all the way the fuck out. Let's continue to spike the fuck out and talk about more people who ain't shit. Let me eat me some gummy bears so I don't lose my whole goddamn mind and spike the fuck out. Right, Jason, they can sit between some fools' legs and braid their hair. You know what I'm saying? Trigger warning, because just mentioning some of these people's names might trigger you. Do not say you were not warned. I'm just saying, don't say you were not warned. So, here's the headline. I told you it was a trigger warning. DJ Envy's wife, Gia Casey, says Tyrese did not appear to be on medication or struggling with mental health when he made flirtatious and inappropriate comments to her, and claims the singer would get angry if she didn't make time for him. That's a long ass headline, ain't it? That's what they're giving us down to the Jasmine brand. Let me read this from the Jasmine brand. Earlier today, the Breakfast Club co-host's wife, Gia Casey, phoned into his radio show to explain her personal issues with Tyrese. She shared that the singer became too demanding of her time and was unwarranted, and his unwarranted affection made her feel uncomfortable. As we've been covering, DJ Envy and Tyrese's interaction during the musician's radio interview last week has continued to have adverse lingering effects. after the Sweet Lady artist called the disc jockey out for allegedly abandoning him in a time of need. Envy alleged he cut Tyrese off due to inappropriate comments he made to his wife. Following the appearance, the Fast and Furious star went live to give a further emotional elaboration on their conversation, shedding actual tears. Tyrese reversely claimed there were false there were false accusations made about him and doubled down on his opinion that DJ Envy simply lacks empathy. On the most recent episode of The Breakfast Club, however, DJ Envy brought out the source of his tension with Tyrese, giving his wife Gia Casey the opportunity to say her piece. The businesswoman claimed she and Tyrese became good friends when her marriage to DJ Envy was struggling. Put a button in that shit. She also confirmed, as DJ Envy did, that the Grammy nominated artist was vital in helping them get through their marital issues. However, Gia continued, adding that Tyrese eventually crossed a boundary of their friendship and began making her uncomfortable with his inappropriate compliments. She stated, quote, he and I became friends and we were very, very cool and we spoke often. But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. There was times when I felt he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset. End quote. She went on to say, quote, at that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. At that time, I felt as though he was very clear minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back. Excuse me. End quote. DJ Envy then went on to ask his wife of more than 2 decades exactly what lines were crossed. Out of respect for Tyrese, however, Gia said she wouldn't give any specifics, but she did share, quote, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married, end quote. The radio host accepted his wife's explanation as fair and went on to make clear that he no longer holds any respect for his former friend. It seems DJ Envy was under the impression that once they had the conversation over a week ago, the two moved on. He added that he thought it was weird. Tyrese then went on to call him a liar and claimed to have receipts to support his truth. Following the liar remark, Gia chimed back in to defend her man. The best-selling author said that, quote, by no stretch of the imagination is Envy a liar, and his reaction to what happened was very valid. Listen. Listen. DJ Envy ain't shit. Tyrese ain't shit. These two things can be true at the same goddamn time. Both of their asses ain't shit. Now let's be clear, Gia. You're not absolved in this. Do I believe her? Absolutely. But let's be clear where this started. This started, you told us, because you and Tyrese became friends when you and your husband were having marital issues. Let me help you understand something. When you having marriage issues with your husband, it ain't a good idea for you to all of a sudden be making new male friends. And me thinking that that's just very platonic. Nothing to see here. That's just my friend, my new male friend that I magically made when me and my husband having issues. Do I think something happened? Mm-hmm. Did they have sex? I don't know. But I believe something happened. It could have been a kiss. It could have been some sloppy toppy. It could have been a handle. It could have been a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you ain't got no business over here talking about you having marital issues with your husband and you around here making new male friends, thinking that we just gonna think, hey, oh, it's nothing to see here. Not all of the blame is on him. Oh, he was too inappropriate. Of course, Gia, you're gonna make it seem like he was the one who was too inappropriate because you talking to your husband who you magically reconciled with. But if you expect me to believe that only he was inappropriate and your stinking ass wasn't inappropriate, you're reaching. Tyrese is a Capricorn like me. And I know how us Capricorns get. For him to get mad because you weren't giving him your attention, that means that he gave you his attention. And why is that important? Because I'm gonna tell you how us Capricorns think. Let me help you out. Let me let you behind the velvet rope. My fellow Capricorns gonna get mad about this. A Capricorn ain't gonna let you in. They don't let you in right away. Let's be clear. It takes them a little minute before they let you in. But once they do let you in, now you're in dangerous territory. Now they're like, I don't let everybody in. And the fact that I did let you in, baby, you ain't just finna just hit it and quit it. We don't play them kind of games. Hey, really, B? I didn't even see her slip in here. We don't play them kind of games. So I'm gonna tell you what Tyrese did. He finally let you in, thought you felt the same way. Y'all did something. I promise you they did something. I ain't gonna say they have full on sex, but something happened. And the reason he felt like, why is this bitch not calling me? Because that's a Capricorn mentality. A Capricorn be like, bitch, I let you the fuck in. You don't believe you not gonna answer my phone calls, and I don't even let nobody get this far with me. No, bitch, where's you at? Why you ain't calling me? Where you been? I know how that is. I've been that way. I know how that is. What she's doing is she's trying to make herself out to be the saint. Like, oh, I didn't do anything. He was the inappropriate one. No, bitch, you were inappropriate when you decided it was a good idea for you to go make this new male friend because you and your husband are on the outs. Where's your girlfriends? When you and your husband having issues, you're supposed to be out with your girlfriend and y'all supposed to be going out on the town, spending all his money, having a whole fuck him fest and cussing him out. And they supposed to be telling you, girl, you don't need him. He ain't shit. Girl, I got an extra room. You can come sleep in my room because he ain't shit. You don't need him. You don't need none of it. That's how that goes. But you telling me that you, now say what you want. Say what you want. He might be a crybaby and a waterhead, but you're not gonna say that young man ain't fine now. Tyrese is a nice piece of black dark chocolate. That's a nice piece of chocolate. You gonna make me believe that he was the only inappropriate one? Girl, you're reaching. And you are DJ Envy is gonna be open to his wife doing this because it makes him seem, more. It would invalidate him or emasculate him as a man almost if you let your friend come in and bust your girl down and your girl was open to it and wanted it. But if your girl comes and says, oh, it wasn't me, he was the inappropriate one, he wanted all my time, now your ego can sit with that because it looks like it's Tyrese's fault and not your wife's fault. It makes it seem like Tyrese was the one who was coming after her instead of her going after Tyrese. Everybody in this situation ain't shit. Everybody in this situation ain't shit. Morgan, they did more than just talk. Please be clear. Morgan, now I'm not going to say coitus happened. I am not going to say Tyrese shoved his blue-black peen into that woman's vagina. I'm not saying he dipped his spoon in her sugar bowl. But what I am saying is some bodily fluids might have been exchanged to be a mouth. They could have been kissing. She could have gave him some sloppy toppy. He could have gave her the rose treatment with his tongue. He could have used his hand to rub her nipples, or I don't know. And even if you tell me something physically didn't happen, it to me seems inappropriate, like I said, for you to be married and all of a sudden you spending all of this time with this man. Mm-mm. And like I said, I know a Capricorn. A Capricorn ain't gonna get to the point where they're demanding your time if you ain't did nothing on your end, and done got them to the point where they've been willing to let you in. Girl, I don't buy it. She lying. She lying to protect so she don't look bad. Now Tyrese done got on this screen and done cried real thug tears. And let's be clear, I think something happened. It's no way in the world. Y'all are not gonna make me believe nothing happened. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay. Oh, there really be just a post alive. Okay, in 30 minutes. Okay. How many minutes ago was that? Okay. Listen, what y'all think? You're not gonna make me believe nothing happened. Now, her coming on this show saying all of this feeds right on into DJ Envy and her narrative. But something happened. Some I'm gonna let y'all believe all that garbage. We already know DJ Envy ain't shit. Tyrese ain't shit. And now we know DJ Envy's wife ain't shit. Wait, these all of them could be ain't shit ass people. Ain't shit people tend to hang with and attract other ain't shit ass people. I don't attract ain't shit ass people. Look who my good Judy is. Really be is my friend. She is not an ain't shit person. See what I'm saying? Look what I was talking about earlier. Who does Erica Mena hang out? Erica Mena hangs out with Bambi, who's a whole ass whore. Zale Swag, who's the lowest form of human species. Like, really? Just telling y'all what I know. I'm just telling you what I know. Something happened. I'm just saying. In other sports news, Erica Mena was hanging out with it. In other sports news, the highly anticipated debut of Aaron to the New York Jets lasted all of 4 plays. That young man got in the game for 4 snaps and then snapped his Achilles. He's out for the rest of the season. All summer long, ever since the trade deadline, where he held the Green Bay Packers hostage and then ceremoniously said, "Let me go," and they let his ass go. And he been around here acting like he finna get some get back. And they interviewing him because he in the New York market. Oh, he's finna be the next Joe Namath. He's taking us to the Super Bowl. Oh, mind you, Aaron Rodgers ain't won a Super Bowl since God was a child. He only got 1 ring. So don't be out here acting like Aaron Rodgers. Now, I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback. He is a great quarterback. But by himself, he ain't winning you no ring. Let's be clear. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Joe Montana. Let's just be clear. There was no way in hell. There wasn't an Ice Cube's fucking chance in hell that the New York Jets were going to the Super Bowl. And even if by some sheer chance they did, there was even less of an Ice Cube's chance in hell of their asses winning the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers ain't that good. And what I'm saying, when I say he ain't that good, I'm not saying that he's not one of the most elite quarterbacks in terms of the craft of quarterbacking. Yes, but being an NFL quarterback, it means more than just being a phenomenal passer. You got to be a leader. You got to galvanize the team. You got to get people to follow you. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm just saying, he'll get you right up to that point, but they always crap themselves right before the Super Bowl. Anyway, they crap themselves in 4 snaps. Baby, listen, Aaron Rodgers, you're 39 years old. And in football years, see, let me help you out. Football years is like gay years. When you're 39 in the NFL, you might as well be 89. Just like when you're 39 as a gay man, you might as well be 89. Football years and gay years are about the same. 89 is 39. I'm just saying. And the rest of the collective, right? Fake COVID test. Ron, who over there talk about he used all kinds of, natural remedies and all kinds of shit. Who tried to lie to the NFL and say that he got a COVID test and he had nobody's COVID test nowhere in America. Child, a mess, a damn mess. Anyway, his ass won't be playing this season. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely. They spent all this time. They was on HBO Hard Knocks. He was doing all of these interviews. I saw him last Sunday doing an interview with John McEnroe. Yes, the tennis player John McEnroe, because it's all about New York. Oh, New York, New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. And that shit went do 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 do, like The Price is Right. Like literally, when you watch the play, there was so much. You know how people are about the New York, television market. There was so much fucking hype made about Aaron Rodgers and being the great savior of the famed New York Jets. He's about to be the next Joe Namath and everything. Baby, when he snapped his Achilles, you heard that Price is Right noise. Boom, 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 boom. This shit was hilarious to me. I laughed for about a good 25, 30 minutes. I'm telling you, when I saw it, it was real funny to me. But anyway, he out. In other news, so the VMAs are today. And y'all's boys, hey Watermelon Sugar, hey my love, y'all's boys are back. Just like they said oh no, that was Backstreet Boys. It said Backstreet's back. That was Backstreet Boys. I was more partial to the Backstreet Boys than these guys. NSYNC. So NSYNC, I'm making a reunion or a reuniting tonight on the VMAs. I guess I don't really. I was more into the Backstreet Boys than NSYNC. I mean, I'm trying to think what song. First of all, I can't like NSYNC because they have Justin Timberlake on in their band, and I would never like anything, never like promote or be here for anything that involves fuck ass Justin Timberlake. Let's be clear, he will never be forgiven for what he did to my queen Janet, ever. I'm sorry, Watermelon Sugar. Yes, she is doing the stanky leg down our 30-foot pole, our resident tip drill. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage like no other, our very own Watermelon Sugar. Is that better, my love? I'm sorry. But yeah, the only one who I really cared for in sync was JC Chazé or whatever his last name is. He's the only one that I cared about because I liked his voice. I thought to me, he had the best voice. To me, he was a good singer. And I loved him when he did the teamed up with my girls, Black, and did Oh Baby, Bring It On to Me. That was my shit. Black was my group. Shout out to Shamari. But Black was my group. Listen, that first Black album, oh my God, I used to play that whole album from cover to cover. I used to play every song of that album and let it ride out. I don't know why I love. You're welcome, Watermelon Sugar. I don't know why I love that group Black, but Black was my group, bitch. Anyway, a source connected to the group has told TMZ that there will not be a performance But that the guys will be reuniting just to present an award tonight. Now that's because people were alleging that, oh, they're gonna perform, maybe pop or something. That was probably, what was their best song? To me, I don't know. Pop was all right. Do you ever wonder why people make it high? Body start to rock. That was a good song. Um, but I was more preferential to Backstreet Boys. Hey, B Shalom, how you doing? Time with B Shalom, my love. So yeah, this I promise you, I guess was a good song too. But I'm telling you, I just don't like Justin Timberlake. He makes my ass itch, and not in a good way. Fuck him and fuck his life. Anyway, we'll see tonight. Justin Timberlake had to beg the group to perform a song together for the Chosen. Like I was Backstreet Boys. I'm just saying. Backstreet's back, all right. That was my jam. Of course, I Want It That Way. It's always a timeless jam. Always. You never can get it wrong with I Want It That Way. Tell me YE. Tell me YE. Ciao. Where are we at? Where are we at in the dossier? So here's a story. Here's a story, and I have an update also to that story. This same story. Put a 27 in the chat if you live in the great state of Virginia or around the great state of Virginia, maybe in the DMV area. I believe Volvo is over there in Virginia. So, girl, y'all got a lot going on over here in Virginia, okay? Girl, let me read this to you, girl. Here's the headline. Montrez, you over there in Virginia? You too, Diamond Pearl Jam? Okay. I knew Miss Sharon was over there in the DMV area. But I know Regina Regina, I'll be seeing you in a couple weeks. Yeah. Okay, but Diamond Pearl Jam, you in Virginia and Montrez? Okay. I'm coming to Richmond in a couple weeks. If you in and around the Richmond area, I'll be there in a couple weeks. The first weekend of October, I'll be right there in Virginia. My sis gonna drive down and hang out with me, really be. So y'all might could meet us down there anyway. So listen. Here's the headline. Virginia House of Delegates candidate in the running posted porn videos for money. Y'all heard it. Let me read this to y'all. A woman running for a coveted Virginia House seat has a side gig for money. She had posted spicy clips online with the help of her hubby, 40-year-old Susanna Gibson, a Democrat running to represent District 57 in Richmond. Speaking of Richmond, has posted several vids on a platform called Chatterbait. And we all know what Chatterbait is. If you don't know what Chatterbait is, you're lying. And how do I know? Because anytime you get pop-ups, you know how you go to certain websites and they give you pop-ups. Chatterbait is one of the pop-ups that come up. And that's the little, where you can set up your own little, video where you can, do sexual stuff, get naked, do sexual stuff and all of that. Y'all know what Chatterbait is. Don't act like you don't know what it is. I'm just saying. But mom is on Chatterbait. Let me read that again. 40-year-old Susanna Gibson, a Democrat running to represent District 57 in Richmond, had posted several videos on a platform called Chatterbait, which hosts users who are down to masturbate while chatting with others online. According to the Washington Post, Gibson was quite active on Chatterbait last year with at least a dozen live streams, most of which has been archived and viewed by the outlets, featuring her and her spouse performing sex acts on each other while on camera. Throughout the streams, Gibson is reported to have consistently asked folks who were watching to keep on donating to her account via digital coins, which she could cash in. Apparently, she was pretty popular on there before September 2022 when her Chatterbait activity seems to have gone dark. With nearly 6,000 followers, worth noting some of these videos appear to have been archived after she officially declared her candidacy last year. Of course, this discovery is causing an uproar, especially among her Republican rivals. In response, Gibson has called this surfacing of her material an illegal invasion of her privacy. No, ma'am. No, God, now, girl. Susanna. Oh, Susanna. Oh, don't you cry for me. Girl. Susanna. Girl. 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 She says, quote, "It won't intimidate me and it won't silence me. My political opponents and their Republican allies have proven they're willing to commit a sex crime to attack me and my family because there's no line they won't cross to silence women when they speak up." End quote. Her attorney also says this appears to be in violation of the state revenge porn law. How is this a violation? Wait. Now I'm with you right, and I'm not here with you wrong. How is this gonna be an attempt to silence women? You went on Chatterbait and then ceremoniously tried to take your videos and archive your videos when you knew you was running for office. You can't get mad at the Republicans that they're using this in their. I guarantee you, if this had been her Republican rival, she would have had this all over everywhere. Girl, you could not get mad. And now her attorney talking about this is a violation of the state revenge porn law. How? You did this. It was on a public platform. Girl, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Child. Virginia, what are y'all gonna do over there in Virginia? Are y'all voting for her? All of my, what do y'all call yourself? Virginians? Yes, Virginians. All of my resident Virginians in and about the Richmond area. Are y'all voting for old Susanna? Oh, don't you cry for me, for I come from Chatterbait with something on my knee. Not a banjo on your knee. Maybe a peen, maybe some semen on your knee. You ain't come from Alabama. You came from Chatterbait with some semen on your knee, right? Right. They made a whole career out of this. Career. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. You made a whole career out of this. You're not voting for her, Volvo. That's your area. Ain't that your area, Volvo? You need to vote for her. The woman is a Democratic candidate. Listen, sex work is still work. If I don't even know why she trying to be quiet about it. Listen, let's be clear. I would go out proudly. Sure was. I was on Chatterbait, and was real popular. And I'll be even more popular as a, member of the Virginia House of Delegates, where I will fight for you just as hard as I fought to get those orgasms out. If anything, I can relate to you more than your other fellow politicians because they're always trying to hide what they're doing. They are ashamed of sex. They shame sex workers. They shame people for doing what comes natural. I believe that sex workers are still workers. Child, I have a whole campaign centered around it. Okay. Oh, you in Maryland, but you vote in Virginia. You need to go vote for her. Volvo. We're here for all of our sex workers. I'm just saying. The thing about it is, you don't even have to pay for Chatterbait. At least for OnlyFans, you got to pay for it. Chatterbait, you got to pay. You just click on it and just watch the people go. Now you got the people, like they said, they always begging you, okay, if you give X amount of tokens, then I'll do this. But you ain't got to do it. Somebody else will be gullible enough to do it. And then you could just watch for free. Girl, boom. But you talking about this is revenge porn. Girl, girl, girl. Child. So I'm gonna be real quick with my politics news because I got to do a politics of it all later. So real quick in politics news, um, Kevin McCarthy is moving forward to have impeachment to try and see about doing some impeachment hearings for Joe Biden to appease the fucktards in his party. However, Matt Gaetz and the people said they're not here for this. They say this is political posturing and it will not work. You're not here for us and we're not here for you. Matt Gaetz has already been on record saying, I don't care what you do, I'm still going to put a motion on the floor to abandon the chair. And they're here for it. He's here for it. Kevin McCarthy is trying to appease these people and listen, he's going to move forward with the process. Xavier, it's all about them saying, when he was vice president, that he used his political power and weight as vice president to get his kids all types of like Hunter Biden and his other kids all types of things that they wouldn't have gotten, and contracts and monies and things like that. But the thing about it is, it's nothing that he's done since he's been in office as president. It's a whole shit show. And what it is it's Kevin McCarthy's attempt to appease the fucktards over there. But Matt Gaetz has already on the House floor said he's not here for it. And he's up for putting a motion on the floor to abandon the chair and put his ass out of office. They, they will find anything to impeach people for if they want. If it's just so ridiculous, so ridiculous. Now, do they have the votes? Yeah, they have the votes to do it, but it's just that I told y'all the House of Representatives right now is fucking Yeehaw Junction over there. Like it's a fucking three-ring circus with no ringmaster. It's a fucking collection of inbreeds and people who are the worst parts of our country that they have, elected to go and make decisions that affect some of us that are intelligent human beings, which is scary as hell. Child, Matt Gaetz don't care about y'all say he was human trafficking. He does not care. In other news, politics news, I can't spend a lot of time on the politics news today. The Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall said yesterday that he believes that China is building up its military to prepare for a potential war with the United States. And he said America must optimize its forces to counter that uprising. What that really is translation for is to funnel more money into the military industrial complex, okay? To get more money into the budget to fund the military industrial complex, okay? More money for the defense because, oh, we need to be afraid because China's building up their army to go to war with us. We just gave you people, what was it, $800 billion in the budget for defense, and you telling us that you can't do what you need to do with $800+ billion? Kiss my ass. $800+ billion, and that's just this year. Mind you, the hundreds of dollars that go into it each year. But y'all ain't got no money to help these people that get affected by hurricanes. Y'all ain't got the money to help these people rebuild over in Hawaii after a fire. They got to jump through all of these bells, whistles, and hoops just to get scrapes and change. But y'all sending hundreds of billions of dollars to fight a war over in Ukraine, and you asking for more hundreds of billions of dollars for this mythical war that y'all are preparing for against China, because China's, oh yeah, they're beefing up their army, so they're preparing for war with us, so we need them more money to get prepared. Really? Over the last 10 years, you all have collected trillions of dollars. If you add up all of the money that the Department of Defense has collected over the last 10, I'm not going to go past 10 years. I'm going to just leave it to 10 years. It's in the trillions of dollars. And you mean to tell me with trillions of dollars, you haven't managed to be able to do what you need to do to be prepared for war against anybody? Hell, we should be traveling to other fucking planets in other solar systems to fight wars over there with trillions of dollars. This is what y'all got going on. What y'all got going on. Just a mess. So yes, we have impeachment inquiries going on in the House. Mitch McConnell already said, because they were like, "Are you going to help Kevin McCarthy with the impeachment?" I ain't gonna help him with nothing. He don't need my help. He needs to help his own people. Just a mess. DC right now is a fucking shit show. Like politics right now, there's so much going on right now in politics. It's a whole ass shit show. Okay, so why can't this lady that was a whole, OnlyFans, star go out here and be a member of the Virginia House of Delegates? I don't see why not. That's all I got for y'all today. Let me get out of here. Let's close the dossier and get up out of here. Listen, we had a good time today as always. Put some shondos in the chat, okay? Shondos to you and yours, okay? Yeah. I'm just saying. It's a lot going on. But I'm back. Even though I'm supposed to go. What? The good news is I'm supposed to go. I'm going on an in-town trip tomorrow. So I got to go somewhere tomorrow and be there all weekend, but it's still in town. So I should be able to still go live. Hopefully. I'm going to find a way to go live tomorrow. Yeah. I'm just saying. Anyway. We're here. Let me do all my plays. Let me set up this to send y'all over to Really Be. Let me set this up. Listen, y'all. I have okay, so she just started. I can see y'all over there. So let me say all my pleasantries. Yes, get to that meeting, Regina. As I always say, y'all, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Listen, y'all were here with me today, and I am appreciative. And I'm going to do my best to be back. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Now is a good time to hit the like button before I send you over to Really Be. Shout out to all of the replay gang. Shout out to you. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I'm going to send y'all over to Really Be.